I've got the caliper back on the bike now, and it's time to put some fluid in so that I can pressurize the system so I can get the other side off. So what I've done, just as a bit of best practice, I wouldn't normally do this because I'm not bothered about brake fluid going on my bike, but if you are ever going to take the top off your brake fluid master cylinder and you care about your bike's paintwork, then use towels or something. I'm using paper towel here so I can just chuck it afterwards. I don't tend to spill much, but obviously on video I'm probably going to spill loads now. So just to protect it, paper towel or normal towels everywhere. Just going to zoom in and we'll take this off. Okay. I have already loosened these. I've got hex screws in here because I've found that the original screws that went in were really soft steel, and they just got mullered, so I got rid of those. So that's the top. Just putting it over here. I've got more towel down, so I'm just placing it on there. Then you got a plastic over cap and you got a rubber seal underneath. So, and because I've been basically emptying the system while I've been pumping it to get the pistons out, this is extended. Now there is a little bit of fluid left in there. Put my tool down. So this would normally, let's get that back in its original shape, like that. When you've got it out, if it is extended, just have a look for any holes or deterioration, because if that gets a hole in it, it's not, your system's not going to be pressurized and you won't get a good thing. So I dropped some, so that would have been straight onto my paintwork. So there is a bit in there and it's looking a bit dirty. Let me stick something in and see if that is. Yeah. In the bottom of my stuff, the bottom of the reservoir, there's some, so it looks like dirt. And a hair. Dirt and a hair. And that is probably all ended up in there from having to work on the bike outside. So obviously you don't want any impurities in here, because one, it will reduce the working life of your brake fluid, and also if it makes its way down into the brakes themselves, it will can score your pistons. So difficult trying to pull this out. I'm gonna have to see if I can get an eyedropper or something and suck that out. So I'm not happy with that being in there. Or since I got plenty of it, might as well use some paper. Because I'm just putting brand new brake fluid in anyway. I mean, if you didn't want to have to do your there we go. See, I knew I'd spill it while I was on camera. I've done this so many times, and as soon as I put camera on, get a fucking spillage. Right. So let's drain this. We'll give that a clean inside then. Okay, so drain this, give it a clean, and then we'll get the camera overhead and you can have a look inside to see what you should be expecting to see inside one of these. This is now looking down into the your master cylinder on top of the brake thing. You can see this bit here. Let me get a pointy thing. So this bit here, this is where your brake fluid goes in. So there's like a little valve in there with a rubber sealy thing. When you pull the brake lever, it pushes the brake fluid into the pipe feeding the hose feeding your brakes, which then pushes out the piston. It's a closed system, so when you are pulling the brake lever, you're creating more pressure because this is all sealed. The pressure inside increases, which pushes your pistons out. If you have any leaks anywhere, so say your seal on here leaked, or you've got a break in your hose, or where it goes into or even if it's pushing past the seals on the pistons, you'll find that you'll be pulling your brake lever in, and it will you get hardly any resistance, and you may find brake lever spraying out everywhere. So there we go, so that's what you should see inside. It should be nice and clean. You don't want any rubbish in there. If you are just, for example, flushing your system, you don't need to empty it like this. Because it's empty now, I've got to bleed the system, which is good because I can do it for this video.